All right, welcome back, everybody. Got stream number 22 for you. Had Mr. Dragon out just for anybody who likes to see the boss monsters. I like the way that he glows compared to like the regular dragon who just has like normal muted colors. This guy's got awesome fucking features. All right, but I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do today. I did kind of clean up some stuff around the base just before I hopped on the streams. Like, I added in a couple of these guys because I realized some of these things weren't being covered by the coverage I had. So if you look at my map, I wish there was a way to zoom in, but I got them placed to where like there's no gaps. It may look like it, but if you go up and go to each one of these and press them, you'll like these things line up correctly. Like the wall here is matched up with that one will be like right there, so everything's covered. Even though it looks like it doesn't. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do today is I did a little bit of off-screen testing while I was away for a couple days. I figured out that my build is strong enough I can start breaking the bedrocks. I was gonna go a little bit longer, but I can do it right now. So let's go ahead and get to it. Shoot. This one. Yeah, once your attack is even close to like 2000, you can go ahead and reset your skills and you can go from there. And as long as I'm holding this, close enough. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Yeah, correct mass. If anything, I could just make a quick hat really fast, like a red beret or something with like the attack enchantments on it, but this should be fine. So what I do now is I need to get my materials is empty because I'm gonna collect a lot of them. I'm gonna go ahead and use my free reset. It says yes, I get 63 skill points. I think the max is 72, if I'm not mistaken. Once you've got all the missions done, you've maxed your level out at 60. I can't remember if there's another way to get more of those, but I think on my other character it said 72, and she was at max, so reset skills. Okay, so the basics of how you break the bedrocks. I can't dodge roll. I don't have the skill. I want to do it. So I basically want to be able to double jump really high. I don't know how I just did double jump. I don't have any skills. That's weird. But basically I'm going to double jump as high as I can and swing the pickaxe and hit the edge because it'll do like 7 or 8 hits all at once. But with all the buffs applied, I'll be able to hit really strong. So I'm not sure how it's just double jumping considering you need a skill point for it. That's very weird. Okay, so in this one it's just one in that. Double jump all the way up. I may come back and add more points on the rabbit jump, but I want to make sure I get all the correct buffs I need because you need all your attack buffs that you can get. So this top row, go ahead and get weapon polishing. I'm not sure if that actually affects your pickaxe. I don't think it does because it's not a sword. So you just need one more. Doesn't actually matter what you pick because you're not going to use any of these. So just go to here. The important ones are Battle Hymn. Go ahead and max that out. Berserk. Backwater Formation. Those are the activated buffs that you absolutely need, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on my hotbar. Let's go ahead and put them all here. And I'm just now remembering the reason I want multiples in here. I also need Skill Fighter. So this will just shorten all my skills cooldowns by 25% at max level. And that's good, because I'm going to need that. Because some of these, the cooldowns are kind of long. Yeah, cooldown is 2 minutes. Cooldown is 3 minutes, so that'll help. So lowering them by 25%, so take off a quarter of the time. So this is a little, like 45 seconds or so taken off. This one is 30 seconds taken off, so a minute and a half cooldown now. And this one's like two and something now. This one just stays activated for 5 minutes, so I don't even think I'll have to re-equip this one after I've used it once. That's a nice one. I like Battle Hymn a lot. It stays activated, but its cooldown is crazy. It's like it's 500 seconds. So, all right, and this one you're gonna need heal. 3 levels is fine just to activate the next area, and it doesn't matter what you get in here. Why was I going through this one? It's not mana siphon. Damn it! I should have remembered what I was coming. Maybe it was just the heal. I think it was just the heal. Damn it. Yeah. That's for spells. Okay, I think it was just for healing. Come over to Living. Gatherer's Frenzy. You need all the levels you can get for that one. And then Miner's Quick Work. It increases your pickaxe efficiency, so that's good. You don't need this one, the Sense of Miner, because this just lets you obtain additional rocks. But because we're breaking a bedrock, we're going to be getting way too many ores anyways that I'm going to eventually just offer most of them to the picture book. So like you don't need this specifically for breaking bedrocks because you already get too much. So I'm just not going to get that. There's maybe one more. I think in Trick I need Wild Might, because this, when you eat raw animal flesh, your attack will increase for like, I think it's a minute or so. But that 40% is really good, so I use Aerial to dash around anyway, so why not? And then max this out. Now, I tried to mess around with the stealth. It didn't work. Like adding damage for your melee attacks if you're in stealth, but as soon as you attack, you become unstealthed, and so it doesn't. This one's not bad. I only have 5 skills left, so I want to make sure I grab some if I'm missing anything. But Aggressive Ambition's good too, because when your hunger is really low, your attack increases, and you can see where it says safety or satiety threshold. So basically, that's the level of hunger you'd have or less to activate the bonus attack. So at max level, as long as my hunger is under 25%, I'm getting a 50% attack boost. So this is actually a good skill to have for like sword users and stuff. But I want to make sure I'm not missing anything really important before I grab that. So, and it's a good idea to go through all these individually and read what they do, because sometimes you'll miss something. Like I'm trying not to do right now, which I don't think I did miss anything. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Because this won't even take that long with the right skills and a certain amount of damage. Like you'll be able to break the bedrocks in like 2 minutes. That's fine. That's fine. I got Skill Fighter. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. So I can go ahead and get the Aggressive Ambition. And if your hunger is really, really high, like what is mine at right now? 95. Just do the dash skill. It takes away 5 hunger every time you do it. See right on my character where it says that minus 5%. That's just me lowering my hunger. Alright, so this is with the double jump and stuff, like maxed out, you can do one really big jump now, and then 1, 2. You can do 2 double jumps, which is nice. And when you do that, stand like a little close, swing. See how I'm hitting the edge of the rock and not in the middle? I mean, it'll probably work in the middle too, but... Oh shit, it does, okay. Usually the edge works better, but... That's why I need the double jump, because you need to get high enough. Now, if you didn't want to have to do the double jump and stuff, and maybe put the skills somewhere else, just build yourself a little platform that you can jump off. That's high enough. Oops. This is why I like this game. Like, there's no end to your imagination. So, like, if you want to figure out a different way to do... Oops, shit. That's not what I meant to do. If you want to figure out different ways to do things, you can. This game lets you do stuff. See? So you can still do that without having double jump. It's just faster with doing it like this than having to run all the way back up. But it's still doable. Let me go ahead and get rid of those. But as you can see, I don't even have any of the buffs activated, and I'm getting pretty good damage out of the rock. Like, let me put the offhand back on. Okay. Yeah, just doing this, I'm doing like 600 without any criticals, and then 1,000 with the critical. So then when I go to activate my buffs, shit, forgot to put most of the other skills on there. Okay, so for Wild Might, I just need to eat a raw piece of food. That's fine. I can go grab that. Gatherer's Frenzy. Magic, I definitely need heal. Don't need that. So I'm gonna have to put my healing food on this hotbar as well. Let me try weapon polishing. I can't remember if that does anything while I'm holding the pickaxe. Alright, good. Hotbar set. Just need the food, and I need a raw piece of meat. So I can kill an animal, or I can just go grab it from my chest. Alright, 500. Oh, I do have it on my hopper, okay. Put it there. Need my attack food. So this one gives me 150 extra attack. Yeah, let's do that. Now food buffs don't stack, so I couldn't, like, if I had this was plus 150, then this was plus 170, and then plus whatever, they wouldn't, like, individually give me those numbers. It would just take whatever one is biggest. So, like, this was 120 or 150, this was 200, it would just override the 150 and just give me the 200. Okay, so yeah, this is my best attacking food. So if you're looking at my hotbar, I have this buff is attack, this is attack, this is attack. This will help me increase my damage to the resource. This may work for attack. This is definitely plus attack. And then this is healing and healing. So my attack right now is 1946. And then with everything applied, I don't have the raw food, but that's fine. And my hunger went back up. So I'm missing 2 buffs, and I'm doing like 13,000 damage on criticals. So this is how you break bedrocks. Yeah, I'm still missing a couple buffs because I didn't eat any raw food, but I want to get the damage in before the Gatherer's Frenzy runs out, because it's very fast. It's already gone. Yeah, it's fine. But then you can just like sit here and hit the rock really hard for like 2 to 3 minutes, and this should break pretty quick. Even with me messing up the technique, like I didn't get all the buffs before I started doing all these. But see how much sand is already in here? This is why bedrocks are really good for getting a lot of a resource, because they just have so much in them. I'll probably end up running out of room on the, yeah. So once you've offered enough to fill the picture book slot, you just start removing from the game. Or selling, or whatever you want to do with it. But you're going to have so much that you won't know what to do with it. And that's the other thing, the harder you're hitting, the more those little stacks will have in them. So like that has 48. Usually if you're just hitting like this, it's like, it's also 48. When you're normally hitting like the pickaxe without buffs applied, you're maybe getting like 2 or 3 or maybe 5 or something like that. This is why having a higher damage attack is good. Okay. Should be able to break this pretty soon. I might have to apply my buffs here in 30 seconds, but I also had some mining, a mining thing on this one at one point, so this already has less health than those 2 over there. Of course, I always forget to put chat on. Alright, chat's up. I hope everybody had a really good Christmas. I ended up having to work, so I was just doing adult crap last few days, just getting ready for the holidays and stuff like that. So unfortunately I didn't have too much time to stream, and by the time I even got home to do anything, I was just like, I don't feel like talking for a few hours. So, but for anybody looking forward to this this part, because I've been talking about breaking bedrocks for like every episode, so hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that today. And then I think I have a meteorite there. I can place the artificial bedrock of bauxite here, and then I'll have bauxite right next to my base, which would be perfect. Because then the only other material I'll have to go out and farm for in abandoned mines would be the rare metal, which there's a lot more rare metal in those caves than bauxite, so this will definitely help me out with making more chain restraint bolts. Okay, so see how Battle Hymn is still activated? The thing lasts forever. Okay, so let's go ahead and do all the other ones. Let's actually get the food first. The raw meat. Do I have raw meat? Yes, I do. Let's get one that actually gives me a damage as well. Yeah, like dangerous. So if you eat this, you're gonna get that dangerous enchantment. So it's awesome. So it kind of double stacks. And then, so raw meat. That. Oh yeah, I need the food that increases my overall health too, so I can last longer with the. There's a food that gives me like added like plus 300 max health or something like that. I just don't remember where I put it or where it is. Nope, not eclairs. Although these are 150. 75. No, there's one that's like plus a few hundred. Oh, this is in my inventory still. Oh, now you know what? When I went to multiplayer with my character, I remember I went over to a friend's and I gave him that food. Damn. Shoot. That's okay. I'll just go with the one. You know what? I won't even bother with it. It's fine. Although I just saw something that gave better attack than what I'm using. Sushi gets 300 attack. Nice. So I use that instead of this. There we go. Okay. And then I gotta put the raw food on here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna adjust that because I got 30 seconds to kill for the cooldown. Oh my god. To go. Seconds. Okay, yeah, so then if you go to your picture book, now that I offered up all the sand, go to weapon, equipment, tools, building, material, that's right. Just gotta find it. It'll be purple with the purple star. Oh, yeah, duh, first page. So yeah, so by offering up 10,000, I got 1,000 experience. Which late game isn't a lot, but early game, like if you offer 1,000 sand, which is pretty easy to get, that 100 experience is a lot. So that's why early game offering to the picture book is really good. Okay, so I have all my buffs back, and I'm actually ready this time. Alright, let's go. This lasts longest. This. Yeah, see, I can't even do this for the pickaxe, so it's fine. Yeah, 15,000 per hit, and it's doing like 7 right there. You just gotta go quick while all your buffs are active. And watch my life as I kill myself. Okay. This way you need the heal and you need food, because like the heal doesn't do enough. Even at max level. Oh, yes, let's go. Alright, I broke it. So this is what it looks like when you break a bedrock. Like, you get a fuck ton of resources. Like, I filled out my inventory like 2.5 times. More than that. And that was with the bedrock that was already damaged, so it wasn't even all the resources. Yeah, so like, this is a good way to get a bunch of resources. And as you can see, you don't need too much attack. So with all the buffs applied, well, actually some are already gone. Yeah, you're hitting like 5,000. So you could do this with the regular attack build. If you're a sword user, just wait until you already have like a few thousand. And then you can just destroy any bedrock you want. And I'm dumb because I forgot I've already offered all these, so you have to remove them, use it, or store it. Which I don't need that much sand. I already have a bunch. Plus sand's pretty common for a bedrock type, so I don't really need it. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing with these two eventually. Once I get the, I need a large meteorite for the rare metal one, so one of these is gonna stay here, and then the other I'm going to turn into titanium, but I don't need meteorites, so I'll probably do that another stream. But I have a decent amount of titanium, so. Plus I still need to go to caves to get the rare metal, so I can always get it while I'm in there. But the next part of this is put that away. Put that away. I need the meteorite. So these things. Okay, so I think it's the medium one that I need for bauxite, so take that. To grow, I need. Yeah, it's a large meteorite fragment, obsidian clay for the rare metal, medium platinum clay for bauxite, and I don't need sulfur because sulfur is quite easy to grab in the abandoned mine, so that's not too bad. So let's get 6 platinum, 10 clay. As you know, I get platinum all the time. And clay, especially with the sand, the amount of sand you just got. If you had a water farm going, you could just make your own clay, but you can also get clay from abandoned mines, so no biggie. What is? Oh yeah, I forgot I had to make the platinum. Base is starting to come together. Could probably do a lot more stuff to fill in these empty like spaces, you know, like negative space. But it's always good to leave some air so you can still see the sky and stuff. I've seen some bases where like it just you can't breathe, you know. There's nothing, no open spacing. I was thinking about raising this area to make it look more like grand, more important. Not sure yet. Okay, let's grab those. That is a fish fillet. Washi order. Okay, let's get bedrock of bauxite. Now I think I'm gonna need. I've actually never done this part before. I think I need this part, the uplifting supplement, to like activate the thing. But I have all that stuff: the black gunpowder, king mono, water, bray herbs. I already have all that. So, and as if you've been watching, I show where I get everything. The only things I skip is like decorating sometimes, or like managing my inventory, or moving something. I never skip the parts where I gather the resources from, because I notice that a lot with players, especially like people who upload to YouTube. They'll skip like where you get everything at, and then they'll just show you the boring parts of like, this is how I craft this armor. It's like you got to show where you get stuff, because a lot of people don't know where things are from or how to get certain enchantments. So if anybody else is watching, like, and you do uploads, just make sure you show stuff. Okay, so then artificial thing, I need black gunpowder, because if you didn't know where I got this stuff, like the black gunpowder, it's from, hold on, let me get the king mono fluid first. Let me not use the best stuff. Yeah, let's use that. Okay, so it's black gunpowder, which is from either the lizard gunner boss, or you had to make it. So like gunslinger, but this is from the lizard gunner, and then this is from Fafnir, which you guys have seen me fight. And then the regular black gunpowder you can also get from feces that you turn into saltpeter, and then the black gunpowder you can do it that way as well. What else did I freaking need? Water, bright red herb. Okay, and bright red herbs you can buy from merchants, which I think I did. Water, obviously you can see how you get that. It's easy. Oops. Yeah, I had bought a stack of 100 at one point. Alright, because I knew I was going to be doing this at some point. I'm just going to make 3 right off the bat, because eventually I'm going to need 3 total. Let's go and grab this. Now, it's been a while since I've done anything related to bedrock, so I don't remember if you need it right off the bat, like the uplifting supplement, or if you can just place this and it's ready to go already. Okay, so you always have to place it like on it. You can't like go from the side. It's weird to like go above it. And I think I do have to splash it. Okay, that's fine. That's why I made them. So equip that. Good to go. Now I have bauxite. And like, I'll never need more than this thing will give me. Gosh, this feels so good just to... Fucking Christ, finally. Okay. Oh, Jesus, so much bauxite. This feels great. I've never had a bauxite one before. I've had like regular like iron and shit that I placed somewhere, but never bauxite. Wow, that is awesome. Holy shit, I've never held this much before. Okay. Now if I really wanted to, I could just put a mining drill in this with a chest and absorber. And have a couple... You know what? I'm going to do it, because it's my favorite thing to do. I'm going to automate getting aluminium. I need... Chest. Okay, I thought I had a drill. Guess not, but I could take a couple of these. Right? Do I need some furnace? Can do aluminium. Perfect. Okay. So I guess I need a mining drill. I don't know why I don't have one. Unless I offered it because I needed space. That's probably what I did. That'd be something I would do. Okay. Cogwheel, battery, bio. And if you have a automated... I also fixed this as best as I could. Try to make it as perfectly straight as I could as well. So it's basically... Oh, this one looks a little wonky. It's basically a craft connector is looking at the cooking pot. Cooking pot is auto-cooking the wheat. Dropper is pointed at the chest, so it hits the chest. And then the absorber is pulling it in. So everything's in here. And of course, the wheat is getting cut from below and being pulled from below. Up through the floor, and then of course everything is attached. And then you can also go up. You just need to be able to actually touch the bottom of this thing. That's why it's on that edge like that. But yeah, so if you ever need bioethanol, just come up and grab it. It's kind of funny, the excavator is one of the few machines that will just automatically spit things out without needing a dropper. I figured they would have it be... Also, the way it's pointing, it's hard to see it, but see the yellow ring? See that bigger triangle on the right? That's like, it's north. So wherever that's pointing is where it's going to spit the stuff out. So I want it to go that way. I'm gonna snap to the grid so I know this is perfectly straight with whatever way I'm trying to face it, and then I'll just place it middle. Why not? See? I'm gonna lead it over to where I need it. So I'm gonna... that rhymed. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna need it at this place, so... Now eventually I could... Oh, nope. Need to place this facing the right. Eventually I could make these into high-speed conveyor belts, which I can actually probably do right now, but I'd rather just show you the concept now and then upgrade later. So I'm basically going to lead it to right here and then have a chest right on the other side of the wall. And then I'm going to turn this into the automatic bauxite converter. So let's go ahead and place... I don't have a stone floor, but that's fine. Okay, so now that all that stuff's going to fall right here. And then... just grab the one that was in the water. The only problem with this is that I can see is that perhaps... you know what? By the time that thing drops over there, the only one more is on the belt. So actually it's not a problem. What I was thinking is that if there was going to be a lot of bauxite on this before it gets absorbed, it could cause FPS drops. But there's only one bauxite out at a time. It's not that big a deal. So let's go ahead and pick this up. So it can work right here. Chest. I took the wall away because it's easier to place an absorber and then place the wall versus trying to... if the wall was still here, it'd be a pain in the ass trying to get this absorber on. But just reverse it. There you go. Absorber's working through the wall. Good to go. This thing now has absorbing that as its duty. And then take this. Ah, shit. I didn't think about this part. Might be a little too close because of this thing. How do I want to do this? Because the next part I'm having to figure out is how to fit this close to that chest. I'm gonna need to put a craft connector from the chest to the furnace. Then I'm gonna need to drop the bauxite from the furnace somewhere, so I'll probably have it shoot out to here. I'm gonna get this to fit somehow, so don't you worry. Don't you worry, princess. Let's get this. Let's pull this. So the nice thing I like about the building is that, like, you can just pick and pull. Alright, so it's not working by being snapped to the grid, so let's finagle it this way. If I have to, I can turn it a little bit. Alright, that'll be fine. If anything, this wall will kind of push it a little bit away, which is fine. Or it'll just be whatever. Oh, I never noticed there wasn't a glass piece there. There we go. Okay, craft connector. I'm basically like breaking down the auto furnaces that you can make in the workbench. So what I'm doing by using the craft connectors is the same thing as these things. Like these auto cookers, auto furnace, it's the same thing as that. It's just I like doing it this way because I can change the shape of it, you know what I mean? I can fit it to my needs versus these things are gigantic. Like if you built one of these, it's like half the size of this fucking room. So I just like using these because it's way better to, you can do whatever you want with them. And then set this to automatic bauxite, auto craft. Throw on a chopper. And I'm off to the races. And then just throw a chest over here. Oh, I don't have a chest. Let's do a diamond chest. It deserves it. Freaking bauxite or aluminum. It deserves the deserves the diamond chest. This here. You know what? I'm gonna change the way this is laid out. Wood arch. Okay, so this does fit here. Oh no, fuck. That's gonna be so hard to get back in that spot. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. Let's pick all this crap up. I may actually turn the way that thing is facing. Also, never be afraid to like redo your layout sometimes, because that probably wasn't the best kind of layout. So let's retry. Let's retry. Wrong way. And also, it might be giving me that red because of the ceiling, and the corners might be a little too low. for it to place, but I think that's good. Oh, that's, ooh, shoot, it got smushed over. Yeah, the roof is, I think it's pushing it from the top part. It's fine though. Let's try that again. Maybe do it one more, instead of having it right up on the, oh, it's because of the walling right there. See how it's clipping through it a little bit? So when I placed it, it was like, hey, what the fuck? Still did it, but that's fine. You know what? I hate that though. Sorry, I'm a little picky with how my shit looks. Okay. Let's do it. I was trying to do it there. Let's just do it there. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. My god, this is so beautiful. Pull these workbenches. Pull this chest. Right. Right. Yeah. Let's do that, and then I can put the glass wall, I can just free place it instead of having it too far away. Just free place. Make sure it's straight. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry about the sniffles, it's really cold in Florida. I think I'm starting to get a little sick. As everybody loves to point out, oh, Floridians are used to the cold. It's like, okay, it's still cold. Alright, that is an awesome sight. Okay, so anytime I need aluminum now, boop, in this box. You know what? Pull this. Pull this. Let's just do it with it right there, and then I can... Because I still need to be able to place those workbenches somewhere. So you can still place the absorber... Ugh. With the wall there, it's just a little harder to place it directly center. Well, and if you don't care, then obviously it doesn't matter. But I still like things to look nice. Okay, so that's good, that's good. Still put the skilled furnace here. I'll just probably stick the regular furnaces on the outside, like here. Help fill up some of that negative space. And what I mean by negative space, it's just like some stupid art term. Like, it's where things aren't. So to me, negative space is like this empty. To me, there's nothing here. Like this empty gap between the buildings. So I like to fill those up. Like that's why I just started putting trees and stuff down. Because to me, it's like this would look better than nothing here at all. You know. So I'll start filling in that quote unquote negative space with stuff. It doesn't have to be like super crazy. You know what? Let's do it this way. How an actual furnace would probably be laid out. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, workbenches. I still want to do 2 of these because I'm gonna need to have 2 going at once. Really? Also, another trick when you're placing something, if you want to go like a smaller amount of a distance, like without going too far, use crouch. Because when you're standing up, you move further. So then you're crouching, you can kind of make smaller adjustments. Let's go here and here. Perfect. Cool. All right, I think that's good. Probably move this even further. You know what? Let's get a diamond chest. Sweet. Nice little upgrade to this room. Okay, this. I think that was everything. Oh yeah, I wasn't put the steel in here. So I still need to set up the mining thing on the silver node I have on the other side of the island, but I have quite a lot of that now, so it's good to go for a minute. I guess I don't have too much titanium, but it's easy to get in the mine, so no big deal. All right, so yeah, this will be the new and improved chain bolt area. Couldn't get it out. Now there is a way to like fully automate this whole system, like to where I would come in here and this thing would be spitting out chain bolts, but I would need a same setup for the titanium, the silver, and rare metal as this, and then I would have to connect these boxes together to where they're all in one box like this, and then I would be able to connect this to this machine and then have this automated. But it would take a lot of different individual processes all leading up to one thing, and it would be really complicated, but that'd be cool if I could get there one day. But I mean, at that point I'd probably have all the bosses already caught, so I wouldn't even need it, but it'd still be cool. But yeah, that will now work forever. I just need to play some more of the artificial monoliths, so let's go ahead and grab those before I forget. Also, I may be doing, I'll still be doing this playthrough. I may be doing more like beginner stuff, like just giving people tips and stuff like that, making like streams about like how to get started better, stuff like that. Because I like watching, I like going on my off time and helping newer streamers on Twitch. But it's just hard because you have to explain so many individual concepts to people for them to fully get the picture. And it'd probably be easier if I was just like, hey, if you ever need help with beginner stuff, just go here. I know there's other people that do it as well, but why not? It's still fun. Get some of this going. Okay, now that I got that set up, that's nice. And what I mean by like teaching people early game concepts as well is like things like knowing which way to face the mining machine, you know, stuff like that, how to place things in the air, like to have this set up, because like I know if a new person saw this, they'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go set it up right now, but they wouldn't understand certain concepts unless they've used them before, like having the absorbers work through walls, you know, using your conveyor belts to transport goods, stuff like that. And I just want to take people step by step, so that way if they do try to like emulate doing something, they have all the things explained to them so they understand. Alright, that's still going good. I might actually be able to move this over a little bit now that I gave it space. But if it's working, I'm not going to touch it. Also, I think today what I'm going to do is plant more trees and take away the rotating saw, so I have like a nice tree display. So I think I'm going to go do that right after I place this monolith that I totally just forgot to do. Okay. Of course. I may need to just do a big one. Yeah, I'm just going to do a bigger one. And then this one right here. Serious. Come on, one more. There we go. Probably need more than that, but that's fine. If you don't know where to place these, just I don't have a regular floor, but these will hold it just fine. They won't fall over or anything. Just place and check your map, see where it looks or where it is. Okay, so I need to go back that way more to get it lined up. This is all I do. And you don't have to place them like, the height of them doesn't matter. It's just the spot they're placed in. So another way to double check, see how like if you look to the left, I'm about in the middle of where that the gold one is over here. And I'm looking at my menu map right now, not my actual screen. So I'm about middle. So I want to probably place it right around there. Yeah. And if you double check with this, turn the chunks on. See how the two lines meet up like that? So that one's covering up to there, and that one is covering up to here. So covered perfectly. And you don't have to you don't have to overlap. And then I know that the one I placed right there covers up to this corner right here, so I know it's lined up. It's fine. And you have a little bit of leeway, so you can place this thing of like probably like up to here and probably up to like here. It's about a 1 square distance that you can move it. I am going to place it back down, but I'm just going to show you. See where the line ends on the artificial bedrock? If I go too far this way, it'll shift where it covers. So that's why, and you have a little bit of a leeway how far it goes. So I could pretty much place it anywhere on here. So I'm just going to slap it back down right there. It's fine. I may move this flag a little bit because it is off. But this is because of those crocodiles were right here when you first start. So let's go ahead and just put it right here. These ones are a little more sensitive, so I may have to put it like right here. Yep. And then you can see that it's still there. Let me give you a better angle. So it's got like a slight bluish tint to the inside of it. Can't really tell that well. But see how it like kind of changed it to a pinkish color? It's bluish still. And it gives you little symbols, and I know you placed them here, so good to go. And then that means I could take away whatever monolith I had inside this place. Because I had one in here. Alright, it's right here. I mean, you could leave it there, but whatever. Less things that are placed, the better. There we go. That's how those things work, and it'll keep the physics rendered in. While you're on this island, say I went to like the other side of the island for something, this stuff will stay rendered in the game, so that way when I come back it won't like be broken, or it'll also keep running while you're still on this island, so that helps with the production. That's why I make sure I place those all over my base. I have like 5 or 6 total. It just covers everything so nothing gets messed up. I think I have one right there. I can go check. Go move. Yeah, that's the one I had right here. Now that everything's covered, there we go. Perfect. Alright, let's get to the trees. Let's make some of those. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a couple regular ones. I'm gonna need a bunch of logs. I also need to go get all the stuff for these ones, or like cherry blossoms and cacao. It's on the poison island. Oh, I definitely want to get some of these and the red ones too. So I'm gonna have to go to the Fallen Leaves Island. Those look awesome. Rubber tree. Yeah. Definitely want to get the snow tree. Okay, so I'm gonna need snow, cherry blossoms. But for now, I'm just gonna make regular ones. I need logs, that's right. And just in case I do end up needing logs for something, like a lot of them. I mean, I have a bunch, I think, stored in this chest right here. Yep. From when my log farm was working. What I'm going to do is take away this rotating saw and just plant the trees. So that way I don't have to worry about them dying. If I ever need it to work again, I can just replace the rotating saw. And what did I just pull? What did I just pull? An absorber? God damn it. It's fine. I can always replace that later. This guy's annoying. Don't worry about him damaging. He's 2 damage. There we go. Well, shoot. Now this won't absorb correctly if I need this replaced, and I'll probably forget that. So let's go ahead and fix it really fast. If you ever need to offer something, just offer stone. It's so easy to get. I'll need that 1 rubber, I guess. Ah, shit. There was 2 already on there. How did I... Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Let's replace it anyways. Son of a bitch. I don't have those quarter floors. Oy vey. I always create so much work for myself. I don't have any made. Also... I was like, what's that sound? I'm like, oh yeah, the mining drill. It's gonna mess with me every time. Okay, that's correct height. You know what? Good time to upgrade to diamond. I guess it wasn't too bad of a thing. It's gonna be hard to tell, but I've done this quite a lot, so I know that that's about dead center. Yeah, a little bit's covered by the corner, almost perfect. A little bit off, but it's fine. And then, what did I do? I am just pressing all kinds of buttons today. Okay. Then you do the placement glitch. I call it a glitch, but it's not. I mean, I don't want to call it like an exploit, but forcing a game to do something it's not supposed to do, so I guess so. But I am taking away these floors anyways. I don't know, without that placement glitch, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the automations I do. Sometimes you gotta go from underneath. There we go. So that way it looks like you are... Of course, I place it backwards. It just makes it look like you're a building wizard when you have something working through the floor without it being like all janky looking. I just love it. It's awesome. Okay. Trees. That's right. Now, I don't know if I should do the display things because I remember the trees over here they fell through the ground, so I don't know if I should do the circle displays or not, but screw it, I'll do it. See how it goes. That's gigantic. I guess the regular size is fine. I do gotta lower the height though. I think it's minus 1 to get it level. Give me one. Serious? Come on, Xbox. Oh, I guess 0.9? Hold on. 0.7? 0.8. Okay, so it's 0.8. Come on. There we go. I just want to find the correct height. Alright, 0.8 is where it's perfectly even with the ground, so that way it looks like it's planted correctly. Roll the floor. See where this goes. Sweet. Now I just gotta time it so that way I want to get them opposite from each other so that way they don't look like they're right next to each other. I'm gonna try to time this. See, that one works so goddamn easy. Okay. So I'm gonna pull. Oh! Oh, now I gotta wait for another rotation. I should be doing when I can see it. Close enough. Sweet. Almost exactly, but it's a little bit off. That's not too bad. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the other trees as I get them. I'll just plant 2 of each, and then it'll look like a multi-tree, like colored, cool display looking thing. Look dope. Okay. Furnace chain bolts. Now that I got some stuff cooked up. I also did a lot of like iron while I was off screen so I could get the steel going. Because I need the heavy steel, which is this. So I'll shoot from outer space. Oh yeah, I forgot to put all the stuff back in the trees. Yeah, I was watching this one streamer. I told him about having a log farm and that he'll probably want one. And he was like, "Oh, I'll be okay with just hand gathering." I'm like, "You're gonna have to cut down literal thousands of trees to get all the stuff that you're gonna." I don't know why I put sand in here. To get all the materials that you're gonna need. I'm like, the whole thing of this game is you start off with hand farming everything, and then you eventually set up ways so that you don't have to hand farm the material anymore. Because you're just gonna spend all your time farming materials, and you'll never spend time fighting bosses and doing the fun stuff. So the faster you can get yourself set up with automations, the better your gameplay is going to be. Because then you get to go off and do the fun stuff. Although part of the fun stuff is automating, so. Sand, I can see I already have a bunch of sand in here, so I can just get rid of this. It's fine. Dump. I also had an idea for displays over the chests, which I may do another day, but basically you take, before you place the chest, you put down the display, you put what you want inside of it to display. So if it's going to be a bunch of ores and stuff, just do this, raise it a little bit, so it's going to be over that diamond chest, and then you place the diamond chest wherever it's, you know what I mean? And then you can have a display of what's going to be in your chest. If I'd lined it up better, it would look a lot nicer. So it looks like the chest itself is like displaying what item is in there, which I think should be an option anyways. That should be a thing that you could just go into your diamond chest, come over here, highlight a button, and then click an option, and then it should just like, looks like there's already a portal on top of the chest anyways. and then it should just display what's inside. I thought that would be a cool idea. The only thing I did run into is the actual display item. It's hard to see it, but it actually has a small height to it. So see how the chest is a slight angle? It's like leaning on it. If I placed it directly on it, it'd actually work to where it wouldn't lean like this, but just a slight thing in case you're worried about that. Now, if you didn't want it to be on like the smaller bubble, you could just do the wood display item, and that works just as well. This thing. So let me actually square this one up so it looks correct. So this one obviously would be here. Display. A little bit bigger. A little bit taller. Yeah, that's fine. You can mess with the numbers of how you want it, but then make sure you're placing it like snapping it to the grid. Don't place it. Now you may need to adjust the height a little bit more, and obviously it's going to look like it's sitting on something, but at least you can display shit. The other option you can do is the these things, the item frame. You would just attach this to the chest, and then you could put the same way as like this thing or this. It would just display it on this in a much smaller item. Plus, it wouldn't look like it's like above it. So if I actually look. Nope, it's not gonna do it for me. Okay, but I can actually adjust the height a little bit taller, so it looks not so goofy. So I thought this was a cool idea. So it looks like professional, you know. Yeah, just a cool idea if you want to display what items are in your thing or in your chest. I mean, I just know because I've done this setup for so many times that this is animal drops, this is world drops, ores and ingots, boss stuff, food stuff, fish stuff, and then building stuff. I've just done that way so many times that I don't have to worry about displaying. But I may do it anyways just for the looks. Okay, got the trees. Let's get some more of these so I can go ahead and fight some bosses for you guys. Oh, no, I need to make heavy steel. What am I doing? Yeah, because I need... Oh, yeah, that's right. I could have sworn I had springs and bolts already made somewhere, but... Maybe I used them up in that last go of crafting. Alright, either way. I'm gonna need some shape memory alloy too. Okay, so titanium, rare metal, of course. So if I wanted to make the titanium bedrock, I would need... So it's not... These are like the 3 rare bedrocks. These are all the regular bedrocks that you can make, so these only require simpler items to make. So titanium, I just need 6 heavy steel, 20 ore, 10 clay, 10 limestone. That's so simple. I already have all that stuff. But this also means that I'm gonna have to go break that one of the other bedrocks, so I mean it's not too big a deal. Crimson Dragon, why not? Now, if you make a bedrock that has enchantments on it, it does not produce enchanted ore, so don't get any ideas. I wish it did. That'd be sick. Like makes Crimson Dragon titanium bedrock and then have unlimited Crimson Dragon stuff. That'd be nice, but fortunately it doesn't work like that. Game would be so busted if you could do that. Where's it? Oh. Keep forgetting what I need. You could also do one for silver, but those occur naturally if you just wanted to move one closer to your base. Okay, so heavy steel, clay, limestone. This is why I grabbed limestone, like 50 to 100. Something like that. Whenever I'm in a band of mine, I grab a little bit because I know I'm going to need it eventually for something. Oh, silver. Heavy steel. Okay, good. I had some cooking. Sweet. So the last one that I'll have to make is the rare metal, but I don't know if I'll ever actually be able to do it because it takes a large meteorite fragment, and that is either 10 medium ones or 100 small meteorite fragments put together. So, or I could just get insanely lucky and have a meteor fall that has a large fragment in it. So that'd be nice. But yeah, now I get to go over and break one of the other bedrocks. Let's go ahead and deposit my inventory first. Oh. Alright, same situation as last time. Equip the correct food, equip all your hotbar shit. I don't remember what food it was. It's the sushi rolls, that's right. Yeah, I'll just do this for more health. Oh no, it was raw food. That's right. That was like trying to figure out what was in that last slot. Not that. Okay. Alright, get your correct equipment on, so that means I need to be wearing this, and in my offhand I need to have this. There we go. How's my attack higher than what it was before? I don't think that's the correct one. Hold on. Deep Lost Crimson. Underworld, Underworld. No. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe I have. Maybe I wasn't holding something beforehand. I don't know. Not sure. So basically, I'll literally do the exact same thing. Break the bedrock, replace it, use the uplifting to grow it, and then put a miner on it, and then go ahead and lead it back to base. But I don't need it to craft into anything. Oh wait, yes I do. Titanium needs to turn into titanium ore. How do I want to do this? I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to break this one. And then lead it basically off to the right a little bit, and then have it come to this side of the room, and then I'll have another setup where chest absorbing through the wall here, have another furnace turning it into titanium ingots, spitting it out with the chest collecting it, and then I'll just, anytime I need the titanium, just grab it and make it into something. Alright, let's get to it though. And you know, for in the future, I may just do it off screen, or I don't know, maybe. I need to break both of these right now while I have the skill set to do it, because like obviously once I'm done breaking the bedrocks, I'm going to reset my skills again. It'll cost me 100,000 gold, but that's chump change. I have 127 million, so nothing. It's not that bad. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, early game, that's so much money, which it is, which is why you want to save that reset, the free one, for later. And then once you have money, then just, you can reset all you want. Okay, I want to keep my hunger down because I want that one buff to activate. That's probably why my attack is higher right now, because that hunger buff is activating. Go to trick. This one. It doesn't show it because this is a passive skill, so I don't think it would show up as activating right now. That's fine, because watch, as soon as I eat, if I ate this right now, my hunger's going to go way up. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should outweigh. You know what? Actually, let's not eat food at all for this. Other than this one. But this is going to hurt me, so it's not, it's not that bad. I think because this gives me, this brings me out of range of the hunger activating. Because that hunger gives me 50% attack. This will only give me 300 flat attack. I don't know which one's going to be stronger. So I think I'm going to go with the hunger skill being activated and not worry about eating sushi. So see how it works. Make sure I have everything on. Yes. Okay. This. 15,000. There we go. Not bad. Also, you can try to go for a critical build, because see how I'm doing like double the damage? Oof, good thing I didn't do that just then. Let's go with just the heal spell. That would have killed me. Maybe doing a critical build, you can do a lot better damage with the criticals. But yeah, see how from this height it's only a couple hits? That's why you need the double jump. 1, 2, 3. Because you do like 8 or 9 hits from that height. Now, I don't know exactly how high you need to go to get more hits in, but for this height, this is pretty efficient. Oh, on my bus right now. That's fine. Still doing 1,000 damage per hit. It's not bad. And all the stone I'd ever need. We'll let the Gatherer's Frenzy cooldown come down. And then once that's ready to go, I'll be able to activate those 3 again. And we'll be ready to go. Let's get my health back up. Really wish I still had that food that upped my base health by like 300 or 400. That would help. But it would also throw off my added attack from the... So that's the other thing. Anytime you like don't know something, you can always test. So like... I could raise my hunger and see if I'm doing less or more damage than before. But we'll just roll with it. Sometimes I forget I have that extra double jump in there because I'm so used to just the one. See, doesn't that... oh, maybe the ceiling isn't high enough. Might have to raise the ceiling on that building for the trees. Just doesn't like clip through the ceiling like that. Okay, the buffs are back and my health is good, so let's go ahead and pop these. Need that. Oh, you know what skill I didn't grab? Mana Siphon. It ups your attack as well as your magic attack. I didn't grab that one. Damn. So yeah, this bedrock breaking build is still not perfect, so always room to improve. Or room to improve. I've seen some people break a bedrock with like 2 hits or something, you know, like two of these jumps, because they're doing so much fucking damage with the diamond pickaxe that it breaks it really fast. This is just like early, like if you have an attack build going, you could definitely do this early. You just have a little bit of patience. Oops. Yep, see, just broke it. It's hard to tell with the stone ones because they look similar, but see how like the sides are sloped and it's not flat anymore? That's how you tell. Well, that and you can't get anything else out of it. But it gives you an insane amount of fucking stuff. Yep. Already finished with stone now. So picture book. Stone. Yep, just gave you experience, so. Go details. Getting close. I haven't barely offered any building materials. Yeah, and see at the bottom where it says card and monsters and ordeal or whatever? That's all stuff they're going to add into the game. So eventually you're going to be able to offer monsters as well. So I wonder what that'll give it. But yeah. Go ahead and get rid of all this crap. Completely. And any PC users that don't know how to do what I just did by highlighting a bunch of stuff, you just click and drag after you do the multi-selects and you can highlight a bunch of shit really fast. Instead of individual pressing, just on Xbox it's Y, like on the top left where it says multi-select. Then you can just, I'm just clicking A and holding it and then dragging. So I click and drag. And then remove completely. There we go. You know what? Let's go ahead and break this one too while I'm here. It didn't take that long. And these things are almost back. So let's just do this for a second. Also, make sure your pickaxe is ready to go, like it's not almost broken, but when you activate your buffs, because you don't want it to waste time popping in here and doing this. Because for some reason the Gatherer's Frenzy only lasts like, I don't know, 60 seconds or something like that. $30 seconds. No wonder it's fucking like short. 3-minute cooldown for 30-second buff. But it's worth it. Alright, this has 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and just kind of do some damage for a second. Okay. Heal myself. Thank God heal has a really short cooldown. I like it, the frenzy thing to be the last thing I activate, so it has the most time to do it. Obviously don't worry about gathering resources like I was just doing. So you only have a limited time to get this shit done. There we go. Wow, that was a bad jump. Ooh, that was almost dead. Come on, come on, come on. One more, one more, one more. Damn. And I just barely missed having that last swing be the with the Gatherer's Frenzy. Damn, come on, give me better hits. That's why the edge is usually better about giving you those extra hits for some reason. I don't know why the middle is not as good. The edge seems to give you those extra hits. Also, the height might be a thing. See how I'm on the higher edge of the rock? If I jump from this side and jump down to the lower side, usually gives me more hits than if I jumped from down here. See? It's only 2 hits versus jumping higher. So literally the height of like maybe a foot makes the difference. That's why the extra little double jump helps. Now, for my experiments, it takes about using all the buffs 2 times, so maybe a little more than that, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm able to break that one, and pretty much I'll be able to break this one soon, all within like less than 20 minutes if I was really focused and not trying to take my time to explain stuff. So don't be discouraged. If it takes too long, like really long time, just keep buffing your attack power and drag on later. And these things, like their health doesn't come back unless you heal them, so you can chip away at their damage over time. I mean, I've seen people just put like 7 or 8 of the mining machines on a bedrock and just let them do their thing for a long time. I mean, they only hit for 5 damage at a time, but it will work eventually. It just takes forever. So I like doing this, just to make an attack build and get the right skills in your set. Okay, they're back. Oops. Should have done my food first. I gotta check what my attack is. Alright, 5,000, that's not bad. That's about what my magic build is at, naturally. Like, just by making my own armor and not using gacha for anything. That's about what my magic is at, so... If I was doing a full attack build, I'd be about at the point where I could just... Instead of having all the skills, I can just activate my buffs and slap on the diamond pickaxe, and I can do this without needing the Gatherer's Frenzy. It's just the Gatherer's Frenzy really, really, really helps. Basically, like, makes your damage to the mine or the rock about like 5 times more. And there we go. And that's the other one broken. Sweet. Of course my phone turned off. Awesome. Okay, chat's back up if anybody's watching. Okay, so 2 empty bedrocks. I can go ahead and place the titanium down. See, it says Crimson Artificial. I'm pretty sure it will not transfer over, so I'll place it just in case. That'd be sick if it did. Now, if I wanted to save resources and not splash with 2 of these things, I could probably, if I had the rare metal one and I placed it, I could probably splash both. If I stood like here or something and splash that way, it'd probably get both. But since I don't have the rare metal one, I won't worry about it. There we go. Now I got titanium. Did I make a second drill? I did not. And then, just so you can see that it doesn't give you crimson. And if I prove myself wrong, that'll be insanely crazy that they let you do this. Yeah, no, it doesn't keep the enchantment as I thought. Let's see how much aluminium I have just from letting it run this long. Yeah, 280. That would, so that's 280 bauxite. That would take, I only get like max 50 bauxite per dungeon, so that's like 5 abandoned mines right there, just from letting it run for like 20 minutes. That's why this shit is so important. Automating saves you so much time and effort and energy and heartache. Because if I had to go find 5 abandoned mines and run through them, it would be so boring for you guys. So I'd rather do shit like this. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh. Okay. What was I needing? A mine? Sorry. Didn't mean to jump up here, but that's fine. How did that give me 60 damage? What the hell? It's like a 10-foot drop. Jesus Christ. Okay. Mine. Need the drill. Let's try to put everything away. I'm gonna make 2 because I'm gonna eventually need another one, so I'll just stick this in the building chest so that way I have it. There we go. Because when I go to use it, I'll be like, I think I have one in here, and then if I don't, I'll be pissed at myself. So let's put one in there. Sweet. But now that I have the bedrocks I need broken, I can do a skill reset as well, and go back to being a mage again. So it's also, that's why I like that they made the cost for resetting your skills so cheap. Well, like, objectively it's cheap. Because then this lets you have just one character, and you can have it be whatever build you want. And then if you need to switch it for a certain situation, all you have to do is reset your skills, and then just come back and... It does take a little bit of time picking all the skills you want, but you don't have to create multiple characters to have like a mage build, archery build, a defense build, or whatever. You can have one character and just keep the different sets of armor, you know, just keep them separated so you know where they're at. But you can have different builds all on one character. You just gotta take the time to reset the skills. And if you do it a lot, you can just write down or keep notes of what skills for what builds, and then you can just quickly do it. I just forget because I'm a stoner, so. Okay. Let's just do this shit first, and then I'll worry about skill stuff later. So I want it to go to that side right there, like right where the stone is. So let's go to that way, and then although, you know what, I should just go straight here and follow this path. Yeah, let's go like that. Okay, and because I want it facing that way. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, set it there. Is that the same height? It is not. It needs to be here. Now you could either do sloped ones, or you can just have it fall off and go like that. But because I only have these regular ones, I'm just going to do it like this. I may end up coming back and making a sloped one and placing the sloped like here so it looks like it's connected. This looks kind of janky, but for now it's fine. Now I'm not going to have it go onto this conveyor because I don't want to get it sucked into that chest, so I'm going to turn it, have it go this way. I only have 3 more of these left, so I'm going to need to make more. But for now, this stuff can fall in the water. It's fine. But see how it's not... I actually don't really like that it's right next to it. It looks kind of weird. It's fine. I'll fix it when I come back. I need more of these, though. And actually, this is why I keep a workbench on me. I don't even have the iron. Guess who does? This room right here. Alright, so there's two types of speeds of conveyor belt. There's the regular one, and then this one, which is just twice as fast. But it requires heavy steel, electronics, and cogwheels. And those are more important to me for something else, so I'd rather just use these for now. And I think you can buy these from merchants. I think. Could be wrong. Actually, you know what? Maybe it'll say it. Craft, okay. I don't think it'll ever say buy from merchant, but I'm pretty sure you can get them from the merchant. Didn't even make them. Hold on. I'll make more than that. Probably need more than that. And... plus the black and red looks so much cooler than the tan or the brown or whatever. And there's also a conveyor belt that you got to make sure you look at the description. This one only goes upwards. This one goes downwards. So if you make the wrong one, it won't work. So I got to get the down one. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to grab that. Also, I notice a lot of new people when you're building with conveyors, they like to stand on the conveyors and it messes them up because it's constantly moving. Just do yourself a favor and place a regular floor where you're trying to craft so you stop moving. Just stop doing it. Because they'll be like this and they're like trying to pick this one up and they're like, oh, come on. Like, come on. And it's just like, dude, just place a floor. Use a retriever rod. Grab your shit. Go. Much easier. Grab these. Oh, that's what I said I didn't want to do. Let's grab this one. And then when you're ready to place, just follow the conveyor belt. Oops, no, this one's gonna be this way. Oops. See, now I'm doing what I say not to do. Do as I say, not as I do. And then when you want it to curve, turn. Just be prepared to do this. Alright, and I think that's perfect. Yeah, good. Because let's place a stone wall. Yeah, that looks better to me than when it was like touching. I don't know why it looked awkward. being right next to each other. But you know, this way I might be able to I could probably just place regular floors in between so I can like do like a walkway. Because eventually I'm gonna have that one making rare metal. I'll have to make a third pathway or something and figure out another path for that rare metal. But we'll figure it out when the time comes. I may end up changing it completely and going to high-speed conveyors and doing it a different way. Figuring out. I'm just glad I got the fucking bauxite. That really will save me so much time. Alright, this works. I'm happy. Now, if I wanted, I could make these floors into the conveyor belts as well, and forcing it into the wall. But it's fine with just the regular floors. Once again, you can literally do however you want. That's why this game is amazing. Did I do a diamond chest over that? No, I didn't. I swear, my heat kicking in sounds like somebody's knocking on my front door. Every time. Makes like an audible thudding noise. Like doom doom. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Doesn't matter where it's at, it just looks better when it's like right in the middle and not floating on the top. Okay, now it's just being annoying. Okay, that's good. Sweet. And you know what? I may actually just maybe I won't expand the top. But maybe I will. I don't know yet. I could always just like take these 6 walls down and take the roofing part and then just literally move it out one. I may actually do that. Or you know what? I don't have to do that. You know what I just thought of as well? What I could do instead of a chest absorbing it, I could just straight up have the stone furnace absorb it. Because anything that has an inventory can have an absorber attached to it. So since this stone furnace has... Oh shit, maybe it doesn't. I could have sworn it did. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Alright. Never mind. Because this wouldn't be able to... Yeah, that's not how it would work. It'd have to be a chest first and then the furnace. Oh, I was wrong. Let's go ahead and do that. See how you can still place it with the wall there, it's just much harder to get it centered. But that should be fine. Same thing with this. It's probably easier with the not having a furnace right there. Also, the distance the furnace is away from the chest shouldn't matter, but for some reason the craft connectors, like if it's a little too far away or a little too close, like this might be a little too close, it tends to mess with it. But we can always try. All right, autocraft. Oh, dropper. I'm gonna go to my actual building tab. Dropper. Remember to place these low, because if you place the dropper really high, it can cover more distance when it spits out, and I don't want it spitting like way far away. That should be fine. Because what I'll do probably is just put a wall like right here. Yeah, that'll stop it right there. Place my diamond chest. Make sure it's facing the right way. Have it work through the wall. So this wall serves double purpose. It basically stops the dropper from shooting that titanium far away, and then it also helps the absorber collect it like quickly, and then it won't yeet the fucking titanium really far away. So kind of double duty. And I like to put the glass here so that way anytime somebody's watching these videos or whatever, if they want to see how something's functioning, you can still see through it. Sweet. So now I have automated titanium ingots. So it's 2 of the things on the list that are done. Aluminium, titanium, iron I don't really need a full-on farm for to make the steel because I just have so much. Plus I kind of sort of have an iron farm right here with the Kevins, and then if I wanted to I could make the crocodiles go again. So I'm not gonna run out of iron. Now I could have this like craft connected to a furnace right here spitting out ingots, but I may just do that later on in the future. Alright, let's eat some food now that I don't need to worry about bedrocks anymore. Yeah, so the only other ones I'll need to automate is rare metal and the silver, which for the silver I could actually do right now. And you know what? For this I may actually I'll craft a few of the high speed ones. So circuits, rare metal. I don't remember what the last part was. Cogwheels. Okay, let's do. Oh, I think I just straight up made a bunch because it's to make a set of 10 is 1 in 10 cogwheels, so that's actually not that many. So I'll do 50 of these, and I'll do. So I may actually, you know what? I'm just gonna replace all those belts I just placed with the high speed, anyways. Let's do some 20 of these, then I'll do 10 of the down ones or the up ones. Yeah, upwards. Don't need these anymore. Okay. Good, good, good. This is what they look like. They move twice as fast, so. How do I not have room? Again. I just have to remember those are in there. Okay. So it just moves it much faster. And then obviously running against it, you have to sprint just to be able to move on it. So, okay, let's go attach. Oh, swimming. I was like, why can't I place this? Or why can't I do this? Okay, Jesus. Unless you have practice with the, like placing while you're on a conveyor belt, it's pretty. Oh shoot! I placed it the wrong way. That's fine. Still do that. So place this one backwards. There we go. Only took me like 5 minutes. Now, if I wanted to do this without having to worry about the box I drop in, just take the mine off first, and then just replace everything, and then place the mine back, but I'm stubborn. Let me do it on this one. Okay. Excavator, this. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. I was like stuck for a second. Got scared the game was gonna like crash and I didn't have anything saved, which makes me scared. So let's save. Cause this game still is an alpha. I know they've updated a lot of stuff to where things are fixed and better, but you never know. Am I on console? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice somebody was in here. Yes, I am. I'm an Xbox Series X. So the Series X is pretty decent with not crashing. I don't think I've had it crash since I've gotten the Series X, but I also don't trust this game with not screwing me over. So I always like to make sure I save a decent amount, both manually and then I also have the autosave going. So let's do that. Let's do this. Down. And if you're newer to, are you new to Craftopia or have you been playing for a while? Oops. Double clicked. Come on. Sweet. Yeah, it's much harder to run against these ones than the regular, so I don't suggest it. Alright, but now I have high-speed conveyor belts. They actually weren't too costly, so pretty happy about that. Just barely grabs it, but I'm gonna do that just in case. Yeah, these things move so much faster. So now that I can make these, you can use these to like get around your base faster. If you like make a little moving sidewalk and get from place to place, you can use those dash pad things I always like to have on hand. These things are nice as well. Now you can, instead of conveyor belts, I could actually have placed a bunch of these. I think the ore would get affected by it, but I've already placed all the conveyor belts. Okay, this, and now that I've already broken the bedrocks, then I don't need to do that anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and dump my attack armor. I just noticed I'm still wearing it. Let's go ahead and get my actual stuff back on, and I think now's a good time to reset my skills again and spec completely into doing full mage and not really worry too much about like anything else. So let's go ahead and do that. This. No, it wasn't that. Okay, I think that was all the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, good. And then the last armor was just a shittier version of the attack armor. Cool. Yeah. Sweet. These things back on. There we go. Oh, ammo wings. Sweet. Let's go ahead and put that in. I'll just put that in here. And then a bucket. Okay. Yeah, it's 74 already. That's really good. Sweet. Now I won't ever have to worry about it. And the other reason why you want to do the faster conveyor belts is if there's too many resources that are just out, like on the ground or whatever, like out in the open, it lowers your FPS. And then also on Xbox, if you're on there, you have a limit to how many of these things can just be out on the floor. So if you have too much resources going at once, then your other automations like this will stop working correctly. So like say you chop this down. If I have so many of those resources out, this wouldn't even chop any wheat. So you got to kind of keep in your head like trying to limit how many things are on the floor at once, so you don't ruin anything that you have set up, especially on Xbox. PC, you don't have to worry about it. You guys have so much more optimization than we do, so they don't limit your game as much as they do to the consoles. Lucky bastards. What was I planning before this? That's the other thing I always do is like I have in my head what I want to do and then I'll forget immediately what I was just doing. There's a souvenir. Titanium. Oh yeah, skills. That's what I was trying to remember. Okay, so now that I am done with breaking bedrocks, I don't need this stuff. I don't need this. I don't need any of these really, except for backwater formation. So reset skills. Reset skills. Okay, I always do dodge roll. Rapid jump, double jump. At least that. I may need to start thinking about possibly throwing skill fighter in here. So I'll think about that as I'm going. Guaranteed under magic. You know, let's just go 3 levels of heal. I use it anyways. Freeze ray 1000%. Always in my magic build. I only need 1 more level to get into the next tier, so lightning bolt anyways since I use it. Rune stream is pretty good. It'll increase your magic spell damage until you take damage. So if you're not taking hits or anything, this will stay active. So it's actually not bad. I may come back and grab that. Time lock, 1 level. Siphon, full. People grab these. This is not a good idea because it says every melee attack shortens the cooldown of your skills. But it's like seconds, so that's what it's counting. It's 0.75 seconds or 1.2 or 2 seconds every time you melee attack. But as a magic user, you're never melee attacking. You're only using magic stuff. So I think they consider this the melee attack, but I barely use that. So it's a waste of skill points to have that. Plus, if you guys have noticed in my gameplays, I use my food to regain my mana. I don't need passive mana regain because I can just eat 1 food and have like all my mana come back. So this is also a waste of skills. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skills that a lot of people use that you can use somewhere else because you don't need mana consumption to go down. Not really, unless you're using even with this, which is consuming 250% mana. I have such a huge mana pool. Even with my highest mana using skill, which I think is Ice Mine, Frost Mine, mana cost is 50. It's a flat 50. Yeah, that's probably one of the more costly mana-wise. And even with 250% added on top of the 50, which makes it 2.5 times stronger, so it's consuming 125 mana every time I use it. That's absolutely nothing. That's like less than 10% of my mana pool. So I don't really need mana consumption reduced. It's not really a thing that I need. So I'm gonna skip these and go for other stuff. I'll think about Miasma. It's not a bad one to get either. It does poison damage, it just has a very small range. So you have to be like right next to what you want to affect. But most of the time when I'm farming bosses, I'm right next to them. So I'll think about that as I look through all my skills I possibly want. Early game, you want to like do a bunch of living skills. Late game, I don't even think I'm going to take any. I don't think I need any. Not really. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Cool. Won't even take any of these. Grab 1 skill in aerial just because I love that move. Now, if I max this out, I could do multiple air dashes in the air. I just I don't know if I want to waste the skill points yet, so come back. I want weight order, I want guard order. I don't take anything else in this area because it's all related to pet stuff and I don't really use them very often. Plus they don't... Pets don't die. When they lose their health while they're out, they'll just go right back to their Pokeball and they just lose, like, their cooldown goes way higher. So you don't need to, like, heal your pets. You don't need to really... I don't know. If you want to buff them, I guess. Train them faster. I don't know. These all seem kind of worthless to me because the pets aren't super great. Yeah, Recall the Wild drastically increases attack, so maybe some of these skill points are worth it, but nah, not to me. Especially some of these are so high tier, I'd have to spend 8 points before I could even reach this one. And then I'd have to spend another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 just to max this out. So 14 points just so your pet can have 35% more damage. That shit ain't worth it to me. Trick. I don't think I need much in here either. Because this is related to attack. This is attack. This is your vehicle attack. So if you wanted to like make a build centered around driving a lot and make your vehicle stronger, I guess. This is related to magic attack, but it also means I can't eat from sunrise to sunset, or else I'll lose this buff. And it only activates, like once it's unactivated, it takes 1,000 seconds to, or I'm sorry, 10,000 seconds to come back. So I like things that are always active or something I can activate quickly. This is, unless somebody can explain it to me better, I don't think it's worth it. Because it just raises your crit chance and crit damage by a little bit, which you can do that with enchantments better anyways. Okay. Back to the magic tab. Let's grab Miasma, I have a bunch of points. So why not? I see people grab Lightning Ball and Magic... Oh, Rune Stream. You know what? Let's grab Max. I also... You know what? I should grab some... Fuck, I think I messed up. I did. I forgot about Backwater Formation. Damn it. Or not Backwater. Yeah, Backwater. I need this for bonus magic. Shit. Okay, let's see what I need to get that, though, so then I can tell me how many points I need to redistribute from somewhere else. But I'm also not max level, so I do have more points to work with than what I currently have. So I can actually, I think I'm still okay. So this can stay how it is. Plus I also want Skill Fighter. But I'd probably just put... Siege Decisions. Okay, so to even unlock Backwater, I need to spend 8 points, and then I need to spend 6 more on top of that. So I need 14 to fully max this out. I should have done that before I did Rune Stream or Miasma. Okay, either way, I'm just gonna pull some passes in the combat. Just so I have something going for me. Let's do these, because I use my bow every once in a while to do the mini dungeons. Just in case I want to try a weapon I haven't seen before. Just so I can hold stuff. Let's do a couple more, so when I'm using my sword, the 2 swords for Lumberjack, at least they'll get powered out from that. And then I can... couple skill points in here. Alright, that's good for now. So basically what I need left is to finish Backwater and then come down to basics, put one more in either this or something, and then do Skill Fighter. So I have my skills cooldown. And that'll be my mage build. So I'm mainly focused on freezing as my attacking stuff. Freezing Ray is my best damaging move. And then if I'm too close, I can do Time Lock, hit with the Lightning Ball, and then switch over from either Frostmine or Freezing Ray. My Frostmine is mainly for mobs, like lower level, easy to hit mobs that there's a lot of. And then Miasma would just be added effect damage whenever I'm fighting a really strong boss. I need more damage activating. I can just throw Miasma and Lightning Ball, and then just follow up with Freezing Ray. Sweet. Those are my main attacking moves. You don't want too many attacking moves, because you need to be able to have these on your hotbar and not take up too much space, because unless you have an entire row of attacking skills, like, I don't know, To me, it's better to have 3 or 4 attacking skills than like 6 or 7. Because then by the time you're even moving from, like, say I started with this, then I moved to this, and then I did one of these, by the time I even did those 3, this would probably be on, the cooldown would be done. So I wouldn't need any more. Some people like Lightning Bolt, but it scatters too much. Cyclone doesn't hit very hard / very far. So it's another close skill, so you could do that as well. Instead of maybe Miasma, but I like Miasma because it poisons as well over time. Frostmine, obviously, because it's my favorite skill. Summon meteors do not work in dungeons, which I didn't notice until now that it actually says that, so that was on me. But yeah, you can't use it in dungeons, so I don't like that, although it is very strong in the open field. And then the rest I just don't consider very important. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I have no more skills, so like I said, I'm going to finish out Backwater, and then probably go for Skill Fighter. And that'll be my Mage build. Sorry that took a long time, but I wanted to make sure I covered why I do certain skills and which ones I'm looking out for and stuff. I'm going to raise this because this is going to piss me off if I don't. Shit. Another one of those later. Oh, I don't have any glass walls. Awesome. I don't have any glass or logs. Jesus. I ran out. 3. So, oh, I needed 12. Duh. Can't count, apparently. I do all kinds of math in my head, but I can't count to 12, apparently. Oh, yeah, that angle is so annoying. Now, I could change these conveyor belts to high speed, but I don't want to go through the process of doing all that, so I'm not doing it. Okay. Let's do... And then I'll put all my skills on my hotbar after this, so I don't forget. Then we can go out and get some bosses before I gotta run off to work in like 20 minutes. Unfortunately. Much better. Technically, I don't think there's any... Oh, there is something there. Never mind. I'll leave it the way it is. Sweet. Looks better now. It looks like the trees are actually meant to be in there. Sick, bro. Okay. Let's see what my chain bolt situation is. Also, now if I want, actually, you know what? I probably could have just had this chest just be the holder for everything. Why not? Let's just do it. I'm thinking about it. Okay, if I need titanium, I need it out. It's over here. Make 100, so I need... It's like 62 and fucking 30 something. 62.31. I could just do 60.30. Then have some left over. That would just be 66 and 33, duh. But it's fine. If anybody needs to figure out the math for doing these chain bolts, you need double the bolts as springs, so you just take however many you can make total and divide by 3, and then just multiply times 2 for the bolts, and then the one left over is for springs. So 66 and 33 would be 99, but I don't like doing those weird off numbers, I just do 60 and 30. That'll give me enough to do 6 bolts and 6 springs. So that's 6 chain bolts. So I need more heavy steel and more aluminium. To make heavy steel, you need this and this. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get more rare metal if I want, after this anyways, if I want to make more pretty much of anything. Screw it, I'll just do all 88. Okay, let that cook up, because I think I had 3 of those. I already had 3 chain bolts made, so I only need 5 more, so I have 8 total, so that way I can almost guarantee that I can catch whatever boss. Because sometimes they'll pop out of that Pokeball and break the 4 chain bolts you already have attached, so you like to bring a backup set. But I just feel better about having titanium production and the bauxite aluminium, because then the only, like I said before, you just need silver for this process, and then the heavy steel, which is rare metal and steel. So I still need silver, which is this bedrock right here. So if I wanted to, I could bring conveyor belts. I just have to have a way, it's kind of far away, so I may eventually want to break. I should, you know what, probably should have broken this bedrock. I'm thinking about it. Damn. You know what, I may just do that off screen, who knows. But basically, this one's already silver, so anytime I need a bunch, I can just go with my attack build and just go get like a few thousand. So I won't have to get it very often, and it's quick to get that many with the bedrock. So we should be fine. We'll be fine for now. And if I wanted to, I could just do the whole place a mine on it, take the conveyor belts, bring it over that mountain range or whatever it's called, and have it fall like right here. And have another spot for it with silver ingots. Okay. Alright, I need enough to make one more, so grab these. It's probably the rare and the heavy steel. But okay, so these are the bosses that I've got right now. So I had to catch the Reaper twice, because if you guys were watching, I had caught him. And then I went and played multiplayer with this character for the first time with one of the viewers that hopped on. He asked for help, so I said sure. When I hopped into multiplayer, something happened to where my progress, I think I just didn't save before I left this world, so I lost my Reaper, so I had to catch this one again. And I also had the Fafnir, Fenrir, the Griffin, the Dragon, and the Hydra, which were all caught in their best form, level 90 and above. So I want to keep that trend going and go after just their highest forms. But I gotta think about which boss I want to go grab, because I might have to go look for him. Can always catch the petal lady. I know where she spawns at in the open fields, so I just gotta find her island on a level 7 and go right to her. But she's not really my favorite, but I might just go get her. Oh, I also have the sandworm too, but he's in the inventory, because just like Pokemon, you can only hold 6 pets in your inventory at once, so I kind of like that, because then you don't have a gigantic section of Pokemans you can choose from. So you just come over here, store and retrieve pets, and then you can put one of these away if you wanted, and get another one. Yeah, so I have the sandworm. Earth Eater. But I like the Reaper better, so he's staying. Okay, so that's all 8 chain bolts. Got my food. I need to put away my materials. Makes my life so much fucking easier now that I have automated aluminium. And honestly, that might be too it's already more than I have of any other resource. Other than like iron and stuff. Sheesh. Okay. Alright. Let's go catch ourselves a boss. Alright, the glass and the logs can stay. Not like I'll need them. Okay, so before I do that, let me get my skills on my hotbar and get myself prepared so I don't mess this up. Go to combat. Gotta remember that this buff needs upgrading. Magic, heal, freezing ray. Life saving can go on this page. Time lock, that's right, this needs to go here instead. How did I have this set up before? Oh, duh. Okay, freezing ray there. Lightning ball here. Time lock, frostmine, that's the one I'm missing. Frostmine. Now you can do yours like obviously any way you want. I just like to have the attack and stuff skills next to each other, and then have the buffs be next to each other. So 2 buffs with my foods, which I need to change those ones. So green curry is for adding health. I need to do my magic attack again. I need to go buy more of this. So from right to left, it's gonna be the healing food, my magic attack buff food, my 2 magic attack buffs, and then fighting skills, and then time lock and heal. So just so I know exactly where everything is. Make sure I have my Pokeballs ready. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's put these here. I'll put the telepotions there instead. Okay, that's fine. I need the chain bolts. You know what? Instead of my healing food, I'll put the chain bolts here. Then also for Tamer. Oh yeah, so the difference between these 2 skills, so weight means that my monsters, when I put them out, so let's put out Griffin, because he won't set anything on fire. Okay, so weight, so we'll make them stop moving. So he stops moving, and he won't move until I either get on him or I put him away. Even if something's attacking me or attacking him, he will not move. Then if I press guard, it's the same thing as weight, but if something does attack me or attacks him, he'll attack back. So it's like if anybody has played Ark, how they had different types of whistles. This is basically like the different whistles. It's like this is passive, is the wait, and then this is, oh, I can't remember what the medium one was. Not aggressive, but the one where it's like they won't do shit until something else attacks. I can't remember what it's called, but neutral or whatever. But I keep those two because it's good if I end up using my pets for anything. They won't wander off or do anything I don't want them to. So that's good. Pull that back. Okay, but what I need to have equipped while I go do this is... I need to put the chain bolts here too. Chain bolts, Pokeballs. Because basically I'm going to have my armor and stuff equipped like this. Like this is what I'm going to go in the fight holding. And then when I need it, I'll be able to, like say I just got the health lowered, I'll quickly come here and equip this and then this. So that way I can place the chain bolts, attach them, and then throw the Pokeball quickly. Because you don't want to waste too much time in between placing the chain bolts, attaching the chains, and throwing the Pokeball. Because these things have health. These chain bolts can be broken if the monster like has a fire attack or something. It can break these things if you take too long. So you never want to place them until you're absolutely ready. Unfortunately, I saw a streamer the other day where they were trying to catch a boss, a dragon, and the first thing they did was, before they even started fighting the dragon, they just placed the 4 chain bolts, and I almost started screaming. I was like, pick them up, because as soon as they started fighting, the dragon does a bunch of area of effect attacks and absolutely just broke like 3 out of the 4. Okay, so the boss I'm looking for is the Floor, the petal girl. If you look on this island before I click on it, in the bottom right, it looks like a perfect circle with like a dot in the middle. That's where she spawns. So if I go here to an island level 7, she'll be guaranteed over level 90, and she'll be in her best form, which is what I'm looking for. Oh shit, what time is it? 2:37. Okay, I have about less than 20 minutes before I gotta get off, because I haven't even gotten ready for work or anything, so I still gotta like change and do all that crap. Okay. So this is a level 7 island, so everything's gonna be stronger. So if I look at these cassowary, level 92. Very strong. Alright. Let's get... I did not bring a helicopter, did I? I did not. It's fine. Carry a dragon. Actually, griffins are faster, I think. And I think Fafnirs are even faster than griffins, but I don't care. It's fine. Okay. So once again, if you remember where it was about over here. Also, because this stream was going to be short, I wanted to knock out doing the bedrocks and some other stuff. And then making some of the chain bolts. I think my stream later tonight, I'll probably go and do most of the missions that are in the top right of the screen, where it's defeating 10 lizard executioners, blah 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 blah. Those will raise my max level cap, so I can get up to level 60. And it's kind of boring because you just have to farm 10 of each level 100 monster. Okay, so she should spawn here in this open area, but she's not there, so I can just force spawn her, which is good because I'm not ready for it yet. Okay, get rid of this guy. Unequip him. Put your stuff back on. Okay, make sure your buffs are ready. So beyond this part, of course I don't have my scrolls. Okay. Also, there's other things around. You do not want monsters around other than the boss, because those chain bolts can target other monsters as well. So say I'm trying to get the floor and I place the chain bolts and that stupid thing flies too close and I use the chain bolt, it can connect to him instead. So you want to murder these things before you get started. Or everything that's in that area. Also, those green monos, when they die, they'll heal. So if you killed them when they were next to the floor, she would get healed. So you don't want these things either. Come on, come on. There we go. Although they do respawn pretty quick, so you might not be able to get rid of them completely. Also, I'm hungry as shit, so eat that. Okay, let's pop this bitch and get her almost dead. That sounded really weird. Okay, we're level 107. Perfect. Now, I'm very strong, so I want to make sure I'm not killing her too fast. So I'm just going to do this buff and then time lock her. and then hit her with this, but I need to be able to see her health so I know when to stop. Like, see how she's yellow? I need to go a little bit more. See, I really don't want that here. I can't hit her with another spell because she'll die. Ooh, there's a supply pot. Also, when you go to place the chain bolts, it's a good idea to do the time lock skill so she doesn't move. Or any of the bosses, really. Time lock's a really good skill to have if you're a mage user. It's just so useful. I hate that spell. I just don't want her to die. I'm gonna have to do this again. I need to be careful with some of the buffs because one of them, I forget which, I think it's backwater formation. It lowers my defense by a lot, so I gotta be careful. Turns into definitely a glass cannon. Her spells are easier to dodge from farther away, obviously, so you can just walk away from her. There we go. Alright, purple health. It doesn't matter if it's like a higher, like if she has 100 health or 1 health, as long as it's purple, it doesn't matter. Purple's purple. Also, let's kill this thing before I try. Okay. Time lock. Get this shit ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain, 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 chain. Pokeball. Catch. Oh, catch. Now she may pop out. She may pop out. But she didn't. Okay. If she does pop out, just place another 4 and do that part again. Time lock her again because she won't be time locked. But that's how you catch bosses. The easy way. Use your brain, use your skills, all the weapons and things you can use to your advantage. Time lock is so helpful for catching monsters. Alright, that was that. And just gotta go back to base to turn her into a pet, but we got her. And to do that quickly, telepotion. Back to the teleport pad. On base. Sweet. That went very smoothly. Except for the part where I take a little while to get her health lower. I just don't want to accidentally kill her and have to respawn her. But yeah, that is catching bosses. And let me go ahead and pet management. See how it's red because I don't have enough space, so I need to put one of these guys away. Turn a captured monster. Yes, doesn't cost any money. Done. Now I have a female weeping bell. Okay, wait. She kind of looks like a grass version of what the fuck is that Pokemon? It's a psychic type from the 3rd gen. You help Wally catch a Ralts, and it turns into something. I forget what it's called, but this looks like a grass version of that Pokemon. Anyways, once you can get on her, you can. She's quite slow. I don't like how slow she is, but she's got couple of decent moves. So the green heals, and then this does like a fucking spam attack. It's pretty cool. I don't want to hit that. Oh, get back. Okay, but yeah, that's Floor. She's if you put her out and then I have to wait for 5 seconds. She'll passively heal you with that one move that the green circles. So she'll just follow you around usually, and then if you take damage, she'll use that the green circle move. There we go. Now she's moving. But yeah, there we go. And I think that's about a good spot to call it for the stream. Take a screenshot of this real quick. This would be a good screenshot with her in front of all the cherry blossoms. Ah, that's the other thing I didn't grab when I was there, was cherry blossoms. Like an idiot. Get off. Wait. Okay. Oh, you know what? Over closer this way, so I can zoom in on her. So I know what gets likes around here. Jiggle physics. No, I can go ahead and just stand right in front of her and do that. That looks nice. Turn this off. Thumbnail time. There we go. Take a few of these. That'll be perfect. Okay. And thank you for anybody who stopped by and checked out the stream. I do upload all of these to my YouTube channel. It's Aliens Reach Gaming. It's connected to the Twitch account, so if you don't know how to follow, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and check out the videos if you want to see how I've made all of this stuff. I do go step by step. I never cut anything unless it's like really boring stuff like reorganizing a bunch of chests. Stuff like that, but I show you where I get everything and how I do everything. So if you ever had a question on how I made all this crap, it's somewhere in the streams. But yeah, thank you again, guys, and appreciate you stopping by, and I will see you later.